behalf of the Board of Trustees, it's my honor to welcome friends and family, and of course especially our graduates, and the entire Meadowbrook community to the graduation class of 2013. I'm Tom Grape, the President of the Board of Trustees. For those of you who might not know, the Board is a group of extremely committed parents, alumni, and some not affiliated with the school who lend their considerable talents to help keep Meadowbrook the excellent institution it is today. Many of them are in the audience today, and I would please ask if you kindly stand and be acknowledged. So, trustees, kindly stand. Meadowbrook continues to be true to its mission to provide a nurturing experience for each student in an intentionally small learning environment. But small in size does not mean small in significance. Meadowbrook continues to garner significant awards, like the Trend Micro Award for Good Side of the Internet contest, or Meadowbrook in the National Model for Professional Development on the heels of NAIS National Model for STEM Education on the heels of being recognized by NAIS as a global schoolhouse. Meadowbrook, last year's entry in the 48-hour film festival was rated the top 10 of all time. Math counts, we were first in the region, 5th in the state. We won the Open Circle Creative Works National Contest. The lower school took first place. And we again had exceptional results in our national language exams. The awards ceremony yesterday showcased what an extraordinary impact this class as individuals have had on Meadowbrook and helping make it the place it is today. The play you performed this year, Alice in Wonderland, gives us all some powerful reminders. Intended to be whimsical and lighthearted, it serves as a reminder that when life gets too serious, reveling in a little nonsensical fantasy can be fun. Throughout our lives, we meet quirky characters, and sometimes we might even be them. You'll learn that even the people most different from ourselves, in fact, especially those most different from ourselves, will have the most to teach us about tolerance, persistence, believing in the impossible, the importance of choosing our words, and deciding where you want to end up before you choose your path. Rather than turning away from different and seeking out only like-minded people, we must engage as many people as we can in the same manner Alice did, by asking questions in order to learn. The big lesson I carried away from the play you performed was there are some questions for which there are no right answers. Questions more important than why is a raven like a writing desk, to be sure. But just because there are no ready answers doesn't mean we shouldn't ask the questions. So I challenge you to remember to ask yourself frequently throughout your lives 2 of the questions Alice asked. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? And who in the world am I? There are days you'll have the answers and times that you won't. What's most important is that you ask the questions. Finally, please, graduates and parents, please stay connected to Meadowbrook. We care about you. We want to know how you're doing. We want to be helpful in any way we can. On behalf of the trustees, please accept our congratulations and our best wishes for the future. With that, I'd like to introduce our Headmaster, Steve Hines.
How are we this morning? Do you see how little friendly we are? Great! This is your opportunity, one time, to look out into that audience and not only see your parents and your grandparents and your relatives, your siblings, but look at all the people who are here today for you. That is what community is about. So, yesterday gave me a couple of pictures of who you are. And what I saw was that when somebody got an award, you all celebrated. When the video was done, you all stood and clapped. That doesn't just happen. You've learned some great lessons about what Mr. Grape just talked about, but something even more important, the heart. It's the heart. It's how well you know each other, how well you know the lessons of your parents and your grandparents. Look at them. Look what they've done for you. And think about this. We are so lucky, I am so lucky, to be in a community that cares so much about you, about children. Your parents, your teachers, your relatives. We love you. Enjoy the morning. With that, I would love to recognize all the alums who might be here this morning. Would you please stand? Grandparents, we'll just have you raise your hands. Watch carefully. We have grandparents not only from up and down the seaboard, around the across the country, but around the globe as well. Please raise your hands if you're a grandparent. Look how wonderful. That is beautiful. And friends, thank you for coming. Faculty, please raise your hands so that we can acknowledge you as well. There are 3 people here this morning who wanted to come back specifically for you. Carol Porter came back. Where is Carol? Please stand. Gail Ann Simon came back. Where is Gail Ann? And you know who was going to come back for you guys. Claire Conley came back. You were living in an sorry, Mr. Largay is the English person here. I love history. Okay? You are living in an extraordinary historical time. It's the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. And in a month, it's going to be the 150th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. It's the most defining moment in American history, 1863. The Civil War is the Homeric epic that defines for us who we are as a people. It's the 200th anniversary of the War of 1812, the second war against Great Britain. It defined us as a nation culturally different from the United Kingdom. It's the 90th anniversary of the founding of the Meadowbrook School, a tradition of excellence that defines who each of us is today. And in your short lifetime, you have celebrated championships of all 4 Boston teams. This is not a plug for ball guys, but go Bruins. I don't know if there's any student, any other city or any other state who can say that. That's pretty remarkable. That should be in that historical notation for you in your lives. You had a visiting honor for half a year. How many schools have a visiting honor? And I think what's most impressive for me is that you are living a dream of Langston Hughes. Although the work is not done, a dream is no longer deferred. America elected her first African-American president of the United States twice. You have spent intimate time with a highly respected Supreme Court judge, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You proclaimed her a role model, in part because of her personal story of triumph over bias, her intellect, and her demeanor. I hope you remember that she did not answer any question from an adult until she had answered every question that you had. That is respect. And that is the lesson she gave you that day. And tragically, In your short lifetime, you have witnessed two bookend seminal moments, 9/11 and the Boston bombing. In both incidents, and especially the Boston bombing, you have learned about first responders, the need for safety, and the importance of resilience, toughness, and compassion. These events accentuate the meaning of Abraham Lincoln's phrase, of the people, by the people, for the people. In your young lifetime, you have seen historical events unfold for which you have no control. But these events will influence you in the years to come and help you in your decision-making regarding the path your lives will take. In the story of the class of 2013, it's a story that you have control. And you know what? It is now written. Today we recognize the legacy you leave behind. Soon to be alums, you will be part of the school's historic record. As we look forward to Meadowbrook's centennial celebration in 10 years, let the centennial record show that you are a class that grew close and treated one another with respect. The centennial will record a class that chose the path of a learning process over the path of a grade. A less worn but more meaningful path that gave us a class of academic superstars, artists, athletes, problem solvers, design thinkers, innovators, and leaders. And there are two other traits of the class of 2013 I especially want to highlight, because they too define who you are. Care. To care is to also be compassionate and to love. You care about family, friends, teachers, all those you met in Costa Rica, and the environment. You care about each other, your school, and your country. It also means being mindful of the hard work it requires to be a citizen. The right of citizenship comes with responsibility. With responsibility of citizenship comes the requirement to lead. You have been a class of leaders at Meadowbrook and have treated everyone with respect. You have been model Meadowbrook citizens. At Gettysburg and DC, you learned the full measure of what it means to be an American citizen. And in Costa Rica, you learned the necessity of thinking and acting as global citizens. Risk. To be caring and loving, to travel and explore other cultures, each requires stretching the boundaries of your own territory. It means you must be open to taking risks. Yours is a class of risk takers. During the 8th grade assembly, Max McFerrin commented on the bridge between taking risks and trying new things. When reflecting on his experiences in Costa Rica, he said, "I guess if I had to take something away from the whole trip, it would be keep taking risks. Because there is no discovery without risk. So you just gotta put yourself out there sometimes." Scholars, innovators, good citizens, caring friends, risk takers. You have created a strong resume to submit for our centennial. However, there is one word that ties all these thoughts together, and that just might best define the class of 2013. Fabulosity. Congratulations. For about 400 years, the Cherokee people have looked upon the leaders of their village not as the war chiefs or the peace chiefs or any kind of chief. What they admired the most was a person that sacrificed their own wealth and all their wealth. They sacrificed all their own ideals for the betterment of the people, for the people. And they do everything possible to help the poor, the indigent, those people who needed an extra pat on the back. Over time, as they became adults, in that leadership, they become teachers. Not in the traditional sense of a teacher, but teachers of others of how to be what we call a good person. And in the Cherokee, when that person reaches a certain rank, they call that person a beloved person. So that when that beloved person would walk through the villages, they didn't refer to that person anymore by their name. They referred to that person as, hello, beloved person. The last beloved person was William Mankiller. But that tradition continues at Meadowbrook. And it is a pleasure to introduce to our community someone you chose as your beloved person, Kristen Vandinger.
I am not sure just what you were thinking when you asked me to serve as your beloved speaker this year, because you must have known what would happen if you put a microphone in front of me. Good morning, kids, and congratulations! I'm so proud of you! Yay! Anybody that's been to Gettysburg with me understands that. 6th graders, it's coming. I am incredibly honored and inspired that you, the class of 2013, have chosen me to be your beloved speaker. I am both humbled and privileged to have been charged with representing the most incredible faculty and staff that I have the pleasure of working with every day. I feel blessed to have the opportunity to work alongside you. And I thank each of you for motivating me to become a better teacher, encouraging me to develop my craft, and inspiring me to master the creativity and thoughtful reflection that each of you demonstrate in your classroom every day. So props to you. So graduation speeches often reflect on the accomplishments and growth of the graduating class and are threaded with advice to accompany the graduates on their journey beyond their alma mater. Whether it's been 2 years or 10, what could matter most from your time as a part of the Meadowbrook family? When I think about what I appreciate most and what I value most about being here, I think about relationships. Building relationships, connecting with one another, seems to be the whole point of being a human. And if we have taught you anything, it is my hope that you have learned to cherish and grow from and with the relationships that you have built with your peers, your teachers, and your incredible families who have supported you through your Meadowbrook adventure. So think about this. How have your relationships grown and changed? And how have they helped you to grow and change? Consider your relationship with yourself. The way I see it, you've become self-advocates, learning to ask for help when you need it, and standing up for what you deserve. You've learned to identify your own strengths without needing to ask anyone else for feedback. And you've learned to identify the areas within you that might require a little more attention, a little more growth. relationship with those immediately around you, your classmates, other middle school students, and your teachers. You've learned how to problem solve, to participate in discussion, to share your ideas, and listen to those of others. You have become leaders, and givers, and activists, and creators, and team players, and scholars. And perhaps most importantly, think about your relationship with the greater community, the world outside your inner circle. You have evolved as members of our Meadowbrook community, and you embody the best we have to offer. You've learned to identify ways to contribute to the world outside yourself. And as you begin your journey beyond our doors, you become ambassadors of the school and everything that you do. Now, as a teacher, I typically don't ask my students to do anything that I am unwilling to do myself. So, as I ask and encourage you to reflect on the relationships that you have built here, I have done the same. I have spent a great deal of time thinking about my relationship with you, the collective class of 2013, and I have compiled a list of some of my favorite memories that represent the connection we share. 10 pages of Cornell notes later, I decided it was probably best to share the abridged highlight reel. You have brought me so much in our 3 years together. You have brought me plenty of awkward moments at dances, remember those, on field trips, plenty, and in hallways. You have brought me moments that made me want to pull my hair out at dances, and on field trips, and in hallways. You have brought me the opportunity to meet a Supreme Court justice. You have given me fashion advice. I think I did okay. You have brought me plenty of dating advice, to no avail. And if anyone saw my coffee house performance with Julia and Allie, you can see evidence of the dance lessons that I have received this winter. Thanks. And you have made me laugh. There are so many ways that we have related to one another in and out of the classroom. To you, I have been your teacher, your advisor, your athletic coach, project challenge facilitator, your 7th grade coordinator, your life coach, your Jedi Master, your commander-in-chief. I have been Miss Vanderveer, Mrs. Vanderveer, Miss VDG, or simply VDG. I have been Mom, Auntie VDG, most recently, the Vidage. Yep, I don't know where that came from. And a series of other nicknames that should never, ever be repeated, but should remain in the category, what happens with the class of 2013 stays with the class of 2013. And now, to add to that list, you have called me beloved. The beloved speaker. The word beloved feels bigger, more sacred to me than someone who has simply been loved. I'm honored and blessed that you have chosen to call me this. And as I prepared for this day and this speech, I reflected on this title. You have called me beloved, but what do I call you? As some of you know, my father passed away in July of 2011, the summer before your 7th grade year. Losing my father was the most devastating thing that has ever happened to me. He was my best friend. He was the one who knew me best in the world, and the one who told me to believe in myself no matter what. To say it was a rough time for me is an understatement, and as much as I love this place, school was the last place I wanted to be when September rolled around. But every day I came to Meadowbrook, and I found myself in the midst of all of you. Your class, your faces, your shenanigans, your laughter and goofiness, your random hallway hugs, your "Hi, Miss BDG" each morning, your trust in me to share your secrets and ask for advice. In spite of what I was going through, it was each of you, each member of this class, who motivated me to get out of bed each morning. It was each of you who, little by little, helped to heal my hurt. It was each of you who reminded me of my father's words that I was doing good work. For all of this, I am forever grateful. And for all of this, you are my beloved. So, what is beloved? Is it more real than regular love? Is it more true? Does it last longer? All of this makes me think of the Velveteen Rabbit. The stuffed rabbit came alive because of love. He asked of his friend, the skin horse, if it happens bit by bit. It doesn't happen all at once, answered the skin horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or who have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. I feel, after our time together in the past 3 years, that my eyes are dropping out, and my joints are loose, and I'm a little shabby around the edges. But if this is so, it is because I have felt so much love from each of you in so many little and big ways. You have helped me become real again, through adventures and challenges and excitement and laughter. And I hope you too are feeling that even if most of your hair has been loved off, or if your eyes are dropping out, it is because this magical place we call Meadowbrook, this place we call home, it is because this place has loved you so very much over all of the days you've spent here. And perhaps you too have become real. I hope that you can feel in this moment all of the love coming your way onto this stage. And not just from me over here at the podium. There's a lot coming at you. But radiating from the smiling faces in the audience, from your teachers at your side, and from each of your classmates sitting near you. And I'm almost done. So close your eyes. For real. Close them. I'm serious. And feel it. Soak it up. And wrap it up. And put it in your pocket and carry it with you. You can open them. Think of all of this love given to you on this day. Think of it as your most favorite snuggly blanket. You all have one of those. And you know you don't always need it. When the sun is shining and you're headed to the beach and it's been 30 minutes since you received your Meadowbrook M and life is good and you're okay without the blanket. But you keep it carefully stored in the closet or under your bed. And you find comfort knowing that it's there. Because inevitably, the wind will pick up, the mercury will drop, and your eyes will tear the moment you go outside, and you can't wait for the sun to shine again. So think of all of this love that you're feeling today as that warm blanket. You will always have it with you, and you know if you ever do need it, you just take it out and unfold it. Remember this moment. You will be okay. Because you are loved, and because you have love for others. You are talented, you are funny, and kind, and thoughtful, and courageous, and silly, and confident, and brave, and quiet, and curious. You are beautiful. You are inspiring. You are capable. The world is truly in for a treat as you continue to grow, continue to find your way, and continue to share your love with the world. And when you leave here, they never really go too far. No matter how many shenanigans you are a part of, no matter how shabby and droopy you get, no matter how many new friends and relationships you make, Meadowbrook will always be your home. And the Meadowbrook love, with a capital L, will always be with you. With love and congratulations.
I don't know about you or anyone in the audience, but I have these images of hot chocolate and in pajamas and with my favorite blanket and a teddy bear and having her read me bedtime stories. I just love the images. Just thank you so much. Today is a celebration of community. Soon, we'll be focusing on you. But a community is made up of everybody here. And we will start with celebrating some of our parents who have done an extraordinary job supporting all of you and supporting the school, supporting the faculty, supporting our programs. They've done it for a long time. Most of our parents volunteer in the school. But there are some who, because of overtime and because they've put in so many hours, we feel it's so important for us to recognize what they have done for all of us. And so if you're new to our graduation, the readings are in here. I will not be reading all the speeches because I think we should end the program this morning before it's dinner time in Los Angeles. So what I will be doing is reading the quotes for each one of the parents, and I will follow that same idea for some of the faculty as well. The first parent to get a Meadowbrook hymn, Julie Alagna. The paragraph about Julie but this is the quote I chose for Julie. We know what a person thinks, not when he tells us what he thinks, but by his actions. That speaks highly of what he's done for us. Thank you. Kathy Clark. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends will leave footprints in your life. Thank you, friends. Angela and Will Raymond. I have to follow them. I am their leader. This is a story about the two of you and how much you've done for the Meadowbrook School. And we thank you. Amanda Goff. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Martin Luther King. Kathy Lawton. To serve is beautiful, but only if it is done with joy and a whole heart and a free mind. Kelly Harwood and Chris Grace. Chris is home with the flu. The answer is easy, that education makes good men, and good men act nobly. Carolyn Wood. A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Lisa and Steve Lebovitz. I heard something incredible. 3,796 school days. That's how many days they've been at Meadowbrook. 3,796. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people, the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics, and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have been successful. Beth Schlager. I know this pales in comparison. 2,450 school days at Meadowbrook. I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know. The ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found to serve. Our first intern in the multicultural office, Kathleen Prophet. I bet you is. So we can see you. The mind is bound by many cords of logic and of reason, while the heart is often bound by the invisible thread of a single memory. Meg Perkins. For grandeur, for humility, reach up and touch the stars that shine upon my head. Julia Cavan. Each wildflower and plant follows the pattern of its own creation and fulfills some special purpose in the master plan of the Creator. Elizabeth Emmons. Get out of here? Do you have a lunch break? I want so very much that you should remember that one sunset shared has more of beauty than 1,000 seen alone. I want you so very much for you to remember this. We have several people who are being recognized for 10 years of service to the Meadowbrook School. Megan McPeak Rodriguez. Megan is a co-teacher in grade 2. She's the mother of 2 children. She worked on the 2010 MLI, Meadowbrook of Students of Color, and Meadowbrook Students Discussion Group. She serves on the Multicultural Affairs Committee and the Social Committee. She's the innovator of one of 2 innovators for the iPad program that they put in place at the Meadowbrook School. We thank you for your 10 years of service. See if you can guess the pattern for the next 3. The next person, Rashna Mehta. Third grade co-teacher, leader of the 2010 MLI, Meadowbrook Students of Color, MSOC, and Meadowbrook Students Discussion Group, MSDG. People of Color Conference, POCC. She works on several committees, such as the Gift Committee, the Multicultural Affairs Committee, the Common Community, Event Spacing. She's the coordinator for grades 3 through 5, involved in the transformative planning that we're doing right now for the future of the school. She was the 2011 co-leader for the AZ 10-year accreditation process. She was the presenter of her MLI at the National Conference of NAIS in Philadelphia this past spring, or February. You've done a lot. We thank you so much for your 10 years. Ruth Mendoza. Ruth started here in after school, and then she became a senior K co-teacher for 9 years. She is a POCC attendee. She is a national trainer for SEED. She is a leader here at Meadowbrook for the Parent SEED group and the Faculty SEED group. She is a leader in multicultural education. She has been highly involved in several MLIs. Thank you for your 10 years of service to the Meadowbrook School. Matthew R. Molyneux. Ryan. Okay. Matt is an esteemed coach. Matt does a lot of work around here with green technology. He's involved with crisis team planning. He's involved with the common community events spaces planning. He's been involved in I don't know how many veterans assemblies. He teaches technology and video and AV. He's involved with experiential education with Woodyville. He jumps in the ponds all over the place. He's involved with STEM and STEAM. He's involved with the coffee house. He was a national presenter of his MLI in Philadelphia this past February. Enough said. It's Matt. Congratulations for 10 great years. For the last three, did anybody pick up the pattern? Yes! M's, the last name starts with an M. We have one 25-year veteran of the Meadowbrook School. 25 years! That's almost my whole lifetime. Leave it to the president of the board. Michael Snoddy. We all know that Michael teaches PE. We all know that he's the director of the physical education program. We all know that he's our athletic director. Some of you may not know that he initiated our original CPR training. that he implemented having a trainer at all home games. He implemented the concussion baseline test program that we have now. And he implemented our soccer and our basketball tournaments. He's an innovator. And for 25 years, we've been blessed having him. Thank you very much. So you're not at 25 years, but some of you have been here for a long time, since kindergarten. And the Latin phrase for that is plectore tempore. This is the time for our community to recognize those who have been here honorably for so many years. When I read their name, I would like the parents to stand, and you know what? I would love the grandparents, if you are here, to stand as well. This is your moment with your child. I would love to have Mr. Largay join me. Patience, Mr. Largay, flexibility, skill for the 21st century. Peter Angelo Alagna. Anna Paul Brayman. Amelia Eden Danoff. Allison Mary Goff. Austin Harwood Grace. Foster James Graham. Sally Beatrice Green. Do we have your family Skyping from overseas? Yes, good. Ryan Hoff. Elena Austin Blackenauer. John A. Lakebrook. Samantha Nicole Lawson. Julia Grace Lebovitz. Maxwell James McFerrin. Omar Shayan Riaz. Allison Paige Schlegel. Adelaide Grace Seaman. Charlotte Grace McGill Wood. Congratulations, my fellow people. Now, some of you came here in junior K, and some of you came here in senior K. It's an incredible amount of years in one school. You will spend more time at Meadowbrook than any other school for the rest of your lives. Think about that for just a second. If you look at your program, there's a person that's here today that I recognized earlier. In the program, there's a writing for her, and there's a quote from her from Rumi, because Gail Ann Simon has spent a lot of years here at Meadowbrook School, one more year than me. And we need to take an extra second here and have a recognition by having Gail Ann stand so we can thank you for being a Pi Chlorate 10-4 many times over. Many of you know her from testing for admissions. Many of you know her because she was the director of our after-school program. There isn't anything that Gail Ann hasn't done for the school. An incredible role model for us all. At this time, I would like to invite Kathy Clark and Lisa Lebovitz to come forward.
Lisa and I would first like to congratulate this year's graduates. You are such an incredible group of kids, and we're so proud of the young men and women that you have become. And as families, we are all grateful for all that has taken place here. Whether we started in JK or beyond, we have reaped tremendous rewards from being able to call ourselves a part of the Meadowbrook family. It is with great joy that Lisa and I get to express our thanks on your behalf with the 8th grade gift to support of the Meadowbrook Leadership Institute. Part of the proceeds go towards current MLI projects that are led by faculty and support innovative research in all aspects of teaching, a kind of internal R&D think tank. The rest goes towards creating an endowment of $1 million that will support the program into perpetuity. We thank Steve Hines for bringing this outstanding program from concept to reality and for once again making Meadowbrook an academic leader.
The Meadowbrook Leadership Institute is built on the strength of the entire parent community. Kathy and I are filled with gratitude to announce that 100% of our parents and Kathy and I should also thank you all for being patient with all the emails and phone calls that we gave to you. But it's been a tradition of Meadowbrook that an 8th grade parent steps forward and inspires us all with their generosity. This year, Amy and Will Dana stepped forward without hesitation, and we are thrilled to let you know, I don't know where Will and Amy are, but we're thrilled to let you know, Will and Amy, that we matched your challenge. So thank you. Raised over $200,000. thank you for your extraordinary leadership. As parents, we share the pride of all that our children have accomplished at Meadowbrook. And we are left with the lasting impression of appreciation for all that is accomplished by Steve, by Brendan, and by you, our beloved faculty. Every day, you bring your best to Meadowbrook to support and nurture our school, our children, and each other. Because of you, Meadowbrook is outstanding, unique, and the vibrant place that it is. For those of us that count Meadowbrook this year as our last, we'll really miss you. And thank you to all the amazing 8th grade parents, families, and grandparents that supported the 8th grade year.
It is a pleasure to turn the leadership stand over to Cameron David Hall and Allison Paige Schlegel.
At the end of today, all of us on stage will become Meadowbrook alumni. And while some of us have been here for 2 years, and others for 10, we all have so many fond memories of this place we call home.
We know that we will always stay connected to Meadowbrook. As a way for us alumni to express our appreciation for everything Meadowbrook has provided us, our class has taken part in the 5 for 5 challenge, $5 for the next 5 years. We agree that it's a great way to give back to the place that's given us so much.
Allie and I are co-chairs for the alumni class of 2013. We are going to help keep everyone connected to Meadowbrook and to each other for many years to come. And of course, part of staying connected is giving back.
The 5 for 5 challenge was initiated by the class of 2011. We are proud to announce that 100% of our class participated in the 5 for 5. That is the highest percent participation rate that any single class has ever given to the Meadowbrook Annual Fund. Congratulations to the class of 2013.
Before we begin to do the quiz, this is what I was talking about in the very beginning when we were talking about community. You heard 100% participation from parents. We hear 100% participation from you. It's extraordinary. It's about giving back or paying forward, whatever you want to call it. It shows you that in a great community, there is a heart that's just unbounded. So we thank you, and we thank our parents so much for supporting the Meadowbrook School. At this time, we ready? We would like to do our presentation to the faculty. talked about faculty, we talked about our wonderful parents. That camera's beginning to shift towards you more and more. And it starts in big earnest with our graduation speaker for this year. It is a pleasure to introduce Charlotte Grace McGill Wood as your graduate.
Good morning, teachers, friends, and family. We are all so honored that you're able to celebrate this milestone with us. I'm Charlotte Wood, a 10-year student here at Meadowbrook, and it is an honor to be speaking to you today. This is a monumental accomplishment for every student sitting on this stage. Whether you started as a scruffy 4-year-old with a too big backpack or a nervous 13-year-old with too many binders, you graduate as one. Teenagers often like to maintain an air of aloof sophistication about them, but today is not a day for that. Today is a day for can't keep still jumping out of your chair experience. We have come so far, and it is time to look back on all that we have accomplished and enjoy it. From apple picking to Costa Rica, from learning the alphabet to learning algebra, and from Mama Goose Rocks to Alice in Wonderland. All of these experiences and more have brought us together as a class and shaped our group. This class especially is extremely tight-knit. We have grown up together, and we are truly like siblings. We have been lucky that throughout our time here, even more great kids were added to our class, creating an amazing dynamic. We have activists, athletes, musicians, thespians, comedians, scholars, and world travelers. More than anything, our class consists of kids that are simply nice and fun to be around. We are the class that has a group hug at the end of assembly. We are the class that decides to name our field day teams Slowly Moving Applesauce and Duckphobia. We are the class that isn't afraid to cry on the last day of Costa Rica. We are the class that plays cards in the form. We are the class with too many inside jokes to count. We are the class that combines the Beatles and Alice in Wonderland. We are the class that sings the ABC song at the top of a volcano. We are silly and weird, and we wouldn't have it any other way. I cannot imagine a life without this amazing family, because that is what we are, a family. I believe I have made friends for life here, and for that I am truly grateful. And in addition to the great friends I've made here, another thing I've always loved about this school is the fact that Meadowbrook wants you to not only learn about topics that we are required by the curriculum to learn, but also to learn about what we're interested in, just for the sake of learning. Gosh, that's a lot of learning. But we have not been sent down the assembly line. We have been able to foster our unique interests and focus on what we love, whether it be law or making movies. There are no two students on this stage that are the same. Our class is diverse in every sense of the word. We have been taught to take advantage of and learn from everything we experience. The classroom extends beyond this campus. It encapsulates the entire world. There is so much to see and to do and to discover. You can only learn so much from a textbook. Trips such as Costa Rica and Gettysburg teach us values and lessons that I don't think we could learn by simply sitting in the classroom. Gettysburg taught us how to be flexible and innovative leaders. Costa Rica taught us to really value what we have and all our privileges and opportunities. All these class trips have ended in tears, from happiness, sadness, or both. No matter what, we have stuck together and always had each other's backs. Now it's time to look forward, towards the impending future and all we have worked for. When we leave Meadowbrook, I am confident that we will be prepared to lead a life worth living. Our teachers and advisors have beautifully prepared us, not only for our academic futures, but our personal futures as well. They have not only taught us everything they know so that we will be able to build on that knowledge in high school, but they've also been there during our best times, our worst times, and every time in between. A great writer named Madeline L'Engle once said, "A self is not something static, tied up in a pretty parcel and handed to the child, finished and complete. A self is always becoming." This is especially applicable today. The class of 2013 consists of great minds, hearts, and souls, and even better, minds, hearts, and souls that will continue to grow and develop. Meadowbrook has taught us to continue learning, growing, and exploring, that we should always find ways to improve both ourselves and the world around us. And if we have learned nothing else from our years here, I believe we have learned to simply be the best person we can be. To try to embody the Meadowbrook spirit and take it with us, no matter where we go. To respect tradition, value community, learn from every experience, see the good in the world, cultivate healthy relationships, be honest, extend kindness to those who need it the most, and love life. Meadowbrook sends us out into the world with these ideals in mind and a chance to find a wonderful future. A great poet, Francois Rabelais' last words were, "I go to seek a great perhaps." And by leaving Meadowbrook and taking the dive into a completely new world, we are all going to seek a great perhaps. I do not know where mine is, and I'm sure it's in a very different place than some of my peers, but I believe it is somewhere. And maybe I cannot define it, but it is the promise of what can be, the promise of adventure. This promise of adventure is what drives us forward into the next stages of our lives. Though we will all begin new schools soon and colleges later on, I believe we will all look back fondly on our years at Meadowbrook, for it is from Meadowbrook that our entire future stems. Thank you.
As we're getting ready, you know, as a parent or grandparent, the bookends are just incredible, aren't they? You have a teacher who gets up here and teaches. You have a student who gets up here and teaches. The words that you said this morning were fantastic. We appreciate everything you said. You did such a beautiful job. Thank you.
Louisiana, always I stop.
would like to thank our students who came today and sang us that beautiful song. Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition. And Ms. Rapsack, thank you very much. It was beautiful. Thank you. Here's a joy, right? Are we done?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is there one more thing? Is there something else that should be on the agenda? Yes? Are we ready? Are we still smiling? Got those good postures going? Let's go. Peter, Angelo, Alanya. Peter Angelo Alanya is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his curiosity and quick intellect as a student, his unassuming and precocious talent as a musician, and his patient and supportive role as a friend, quiet leader with an exceptional talent for creative design. Peter's performance in the classroom and his charming demeanor will be missed, though we know he will bring his understanding perspective, warmth, commitment, and support wherever his path may lead. Congratulations. Never pass up an opportunity to have your photograph. Anna Paul Raymond. Anna Paul Raymond is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her optimistic and creative spirit, her diligence in the classroom, her exemplary citizenship as a team leader, and her playful and disarming smile. With a deep understanding and appreciation for relationships, Anna works to create a positive and engaging atmosphere for her community at every opportunity, and gives back selflessly to others, both within and beyond Meadowbrook, with an understated grace and determination. Maura Jane Clark. Maura Jane Clark is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her warm inclusivity, unyielding optimism, and unrelenting work ethic. A bright young lady who models integrity, empathy, and understanding. Maura serves as an excellent example of what it means to be a true friend, enriching Meadowbrook's hallways and classrooms with her wonderfully kind, sensitive, and genuine demeanor, and energizing those around her to achieve their very best, thanks to her soft-spoken and enthusiastic sister. Leo James Cycle. Leo James Cycle is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his sharp intellect, his organized and dedicated approach to his studies, and his playful and balanced approach to life. A mature and independent learner, Leo models diligence and motivation in the classroom and on the playing fields, while always ready to share a joke or a smile, and in so doing, he has won the admiration and affection of his many classmates, teammates, coaches, and teachers alike. Congratulations. Amelia Eden Danoff. Amelia Eden Danoff is awarded a Meadowbrook M for her promising intellect, her ability to connect with her peers, her jubilant enthusiasm, and her loyalty to the community. With a positive approach to all she does, Amelia has solidified her friendships and scholarly habits during her 10 years at Meadowbrook, while quietly honing her artistic abilities and discovering the power of endearing optimism and the strength of her voice within the Meadowbrook community and beyond. Congratulations. Ruby Grace Eisenberg. Ruby Grace Eisenberg is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her mature sense of self, her dedication to academic excellence, and her genuine investment in global concerns and awareness. A talented cellist, a responsible citizen, and a loyal friend who is wise beyond her years. Ruby thinks first of the greater world, and then uses that understanding to keep her immediate environment and community in perspective, all with an eye towards spearheading her keen awareness into action. Congratulations. Got it, Dan? She's dying up here. Janara M. Exantis. Janara M. Exantis is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her dazzling smile, her bright and joyful spirit, her sterling intelligence, and her mature and level approach to each of her many endeavors here at Meadowbrook. With an unflappable disposition and sophisticated grace in the classroom and on the playing field, Janara is a compassionate community member and an insightful learner, infusing all that she does with a tireless commitment to excellence. Abigail Eklund Furdak. Abigail Eklund Furdak is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her scholarly precision, inexorable work ethic, athletic prowess, and passion for learning. Equal parts soft-spoken community member and academic powerhouse. Abby confidently leads by example in all that she does with her unceaseless demonstrations of perseverance, hard work, positive play, consistently pushing herself to take new risks, contribute positively to the betterment of the whole, and achieve the highest level of her potential. Congratulations. Talia Annabelle Wild Gifford. Talia Annabelle Wild Gifford is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her potent combination of intellectual curiosity, global awareness, and creative talents. From school, where she actively contributes to all classes and shares of herself on the stage or the walk wall, to the greater world, where she connects with community leaders and conducts scientific research in Central America. Talia wholeheartedly engages herself, exhibiting the tenets of lifelong learning while acting locally and globally. Brendan Thomas Glenn. Brendan Thomas Glenn is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his adroit thinking skills, his sharp wit, his passion for debate, and his persistent approach to improvement, academically, athletically, and personally. Highly knowledgeable, innately curious, and always able and willing to opine, Brendan's contributions to scholarly discourse illuminate the impressive breadth and depth of his fine intellect, while his honest personal reflection and growth reveal his humility and outstanding humanity. Allison Mary Goff. Allison Mary Goff is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her joyful exuberance, her commitment to academic excellence, and her passion for supporting others. Empathic and sincere, Allie has given everything of herself to Meadowbrook as a supporting friend, a talented performing artist, a strong athlete, enriching the community as a helpful classmate or as a mentor to younger students, leaving an important legacy of kindness, compassion, and joy. Austin Harwood Grace. Austin Harwood Grace is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his inspired design thinking, his capacity for reflection, his willingness to identify and tackle big picture problems, and his mature sense of self. From his early morning conversations with faculty members, to in-class discussions with peers, to his thoughtful work in Cliptown, South Africa, Austin always engages and works to engender a greater sense of community, teamwork, with irrepressible humor, introspective wisdom, and enduring thoughtfulness. Congratulations. Foster James Grant. Foster James Graham is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his intrinsic sense of responsibility, his hard work on the athletic field, his ever-ready playfulness, and his unwavering moral compass. With the depth of still waters, Foster has a unique awareness of his role within the context of his school, his world, and indeed his very history. And after 10 years, we celebrate the young man he has become and the change he will undoubtedly affect for good. Sally Beatrice Green. Sally Beatrice Green is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her quintessential scholarship, her care for her environment, her unwavering compassion for others, and her understated engagement in all aspects of life. Always fully present, Sally thinks deeply, makes vivid connections, and turns thought into positive actions for amazing science labs, to beautiful dance performances, to leadership with our environmental efforts. Sally has, both literally and figuratively, made Meadowbrook more green. Jared Arya Goff. Jared Arya Goff is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his integration of insightful depth with unabashed humor, an intellectual flair with fervent athleticism, a fearless risk-taker both in and out of the classroom. Jared is an ever-present older brother who shines most brightly when looked up to by younger members of the community. And in these moments, we see his authentic self, sensitive, caring, sincere, reflective, revealing his enthusiastic and joyous spirit. Congratulations. Cameron David Hall. Cameron David Hall is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his willingness to embrace everything Meadowbrook aspires to offer each student. Passionate scholarship, strong character, steadfast leadership, and athletic drive. With an authentic global awareness, Cameron leaves Meadowbrook with a balanced perspective, compassion for others, and a sincere commitment to make this world a better place. And we know he will run away with the hearts of all he encounters, just as he has with ours. Ryan Hoff. Ryan Hoff is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his fun-loving spirit, his inquisitive mind, and his inspired drive to convert our school into a technological playground. Soft-spoken, kind, and respectful, Ryan has discovered his voice in the classroom, our school, the global community, seamlessly integrating his personal convictions as a citizen of the 21st century with the needs of a school eager to walk in his digital footprint. Cheyenne Alicia Emerson. Cheyenne Alicia Innocent is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her vibrant personality, her exceptional growth in the classroom and on the field, and her dedicated involvement with the community. From her many successes in the classroom, to her contagious laughter in the forum, through awe-inspiring plays on the soccer field and basketball court, Cheyenne's character has shown through her work and her smile, full of fun, spirit, and enthusiasm, which she has graciously shared with us all. Tony Beth Custom. Tony Beth Cousin is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her intellectual depth, concern for social justice, prodigious gifts as a linguist, and a commitment to the arts. Dodged in her determination to simultaneously fight against bullying and strive for academic success, Tony has inspired great heights with an unquenchable thirst for both knowledge and excellence, and along the way has endeared herself to the community on the stage and in the classroom. Congratulations. Austin Lackenauer. Elaine Austin Lackenauer is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her superlative academic excellence, her extraordinary athletic skill, her playful spirit, and her clear sense of purpose. Always one of the first to find the humor in life, Ellie approaches everything she does with confidence, expertly balancing playfulness with intellectual pursuit, success with aspiration, and joyful spirit with a compassionate heart, and humbly setting an example for all to follow. John A. Lathrop. John A. Lathrop is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his impeccable character, his athletic talent, his loyal and caring friendship, his dedication to his academics, and his unquestionable devotion to Meadowbrook. Whether leading on the athletic field or in the classroom, John is the quintessential teammate who has maturely balanced all of his commitments while always finding the time to give back to his friends, peers, and the Meadowbrook community as a whole. Samantha Nicole Lawson. Samantha Nicole Lawson is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her generosity of spirit, her empathic understanding of relationships, and her increased willingness to push herself beyond the boundaries of her comfort zone. In 10 quick years, Samantha has discovered her voice as a student, athlete, artist, and citizen, expressing herself with clear conviction, deeply rooted in her ethical core. And in these many ways, has used that voice to sing her way into our hearts. Julie Grace Lebanon. Julia Grace Lebanon is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her irrepressible enthusiasm, her conscientious approach to academics, and her genuine love of all things Meadowbrook, with a contagious and joyful spirit that can be felt throughout the campus. Julia has used every opportunity to grow as a student and a person, and leaves Meadowbrook as an accomplished leader, painter, teammate, and student, ready to enrich her next school community just as she has ours. Congratulations. Matthew David Lipton. Matthew David Lipton is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his vibrant intellect, his multi-dimensional curiosity, and the breadth and depth of his classical scholarship. An academic champion possessing talents that span all facets of his Meadowbrook day, Matthew is equally adept at exploring new ideas and embracing the challenges that may be present. And his low-key demeanor belies his extraordinary aptitude, his insightful wit, and his nationally recognized excellence. Maxwell James McFerrin. Maxwell James McFerrin is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his unrelenting work ethic, superior athletic prowess, remarkable desire to constantly improve, and empathic and thoughtful nature. A leader by example with quiet resolve who has encountered great success during his 10 years at Meadowbrook, Max's humble, conscientious, and mature approach to all he does makes him a model Meadowbrook student, athlete, and citizen to classmates and younger community members alike. Congratulations. Caitlin Karen Messlin. Caitlin Karen Messlin is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her academic diligence, emergence as a singer and songwriter, mature and self-possessed, innumerable accomplishments in our community. A caring friend equipped with myriad talent and ability, Caitlin has led by example with her persistent work ethic and relentless pursuit of knowledge, all the while preserving her warm and affable nature, and has impressed us in the classroom, on the stage, on the field. Congratulations. Spencer Bromley Nuzzo. Spencer Bromley Nuzzo is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his generous and kind nature and his maturation as a scholar and leader in the community. The love of learning and passion for his studies, Spencer brings an analytical mind and deep empathy, informing the lens through which he reviews and endeavors. And we know that he will meet success in high school with the same grace and skill with which he succeeds in the fencing arena. Afraz M. Padakse. Afraz M. Padakse is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his sharp wit, his boundless energy, his exceptional intellect, and his sophisticated understanding of the world around him. An avid and impassioned storyteller with a fondness for good old-fashioned debate, Afraz has moved through Meadowbrook with marked consistency. As a caring and sensitive friend, thoughtful and playful member of the community, and always in search of the next great adventure. Omar Cheyenne Riaz. Omar Cheyenne Riaz is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his kind and sensitive spirit, his bright and thoughtful mind, and his authentic and artistic expression. Whether drawing, writing, playing music, or acting, Omar reflects deeply on each and every experience, and thus is able to illuminate the unique in the everyday, bringing sincere inquisitiveness and deep care for his family and school community to his pursuit to uncovering meaning and beauty. Congratulations. Caleb Sander. Caleb Sander is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his demonstrating consistent excellence as a brilliant young scientist, an extraordinary mathematician, an excellent writer, and a true role model of kindness to all. An ardent intellectual, Caleb, in 2 short years, has infused every learning experience with his enthusiasm for ideas, his uplifting humor, and his boundless curiosity, consistently inspiring his classmates and teachers alike to journey with him down the rabbit hole. awarded the Meadowbrook M for her spirited, is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her spirited presence, her athletic talent, her galvanizing leadership, and her unwavering dedication to all things Meadowbrook. Holding herself to high standards in all that she pursues, Allie celebrates the everyday while continually striving to improve, all while carefully balancing her natural grace and ability with her initiative to ensure that she and everyone else meets with success. Congratulations. Adelaide Grace Seaman. Adelaide Grace Seaman is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her intrinsic motivation and commitment to excellence in all endeavors, her self-effacing attentiveness to the needs of others, and her inspiring, determined, and joyful spirit with which she greets all that each day brings. Aggie's gentle presence camouflages the depth and breadth of her prodigious contributions to the academic, artistic, and athletic arenas, and her gracious penchant for putting others above herself has touched us all. Sierra Joy Snetter. Sierra Joy Smither is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her strong sense of justice, her serious and organized approach to academics, her warm and easy friendship, and her willingness to bring her full and true self to everything she does. A confident self-starter with a kind, thoughtful, and influential presence. Sierra is a quiet leader, using her positive energy to engage with challenging topics, all while thoughtfully supporting classmates and younger community members alike. Congratulations. Ian Robert South. Ian Robert South is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his insatiable curiosity, his sophisticated understanding of the dynamic interplay between history and the modern day, which lends itself to a deeper understanding across all disciplines, and his puckish grin. With authentic global perspective, Ian has become a true scholar and leader, bringing forth the best in himself and his peers as a squash competitor, an intricate woodworking artist, and a true Costa Rican explorer. Congratulations. Elizabeth Gilder Stemson. Later, look at the posture. I am so impressed. Elizabeth Gilder Stemson is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her expert scholarship, her many artistic talents, her sincere devotion to her school community, and her highly developed sense of self. Humble and about her diverse array of accomplishments, from her thoughtful academic work to her praiseworthy visual art, Ellie navigates her life much like she dances on the stage, creating excellence by balancing strength and grace. Emery Toner. Emery Toner is awarded the Meadowbrook M for his charismatic personality, his academic prowess, and his lighthearted and fun-loving spirit. A vivacious community member who brings sincere inquisitiveness to all that he encounters. Emery has a deep appreciation for travel and new experiences and offers a larger global perspective alongside an insatiable enthusiasm for learning, a deep compassion for his friends, and an unyielding appreciation for his school. Sarah Bloom Wilworth. Sarah Bloom Wilworth is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her athletic excellence, countless contributions as a citizen of our community, an infectiously joyful love of learning, an enthusiastic learner who balances sensitivity with unyielding enthusiasm. Sarah offers those around her nothing shy of her very best, while simultaneously displaying compassion, empathy, and patience for those around her. Traits we know she will continue to share through her positively bright contributions as an athlete, scholar, citizen. Charlotte Grace McGill Wood. Charlotte Grace McGill Wood is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her intellectual firepower, her authentic spirit, her artistic nature, and her dynamic creativity in all endeavors. An inquisitive, lifelong learner who has elicited appreciation and respect throughout the community. Charlotte's understanding of the power of expression, the stroke of the pen, the strum of the guitar, or simple thoughtful grace and grace, has entertained and supported her peers through 10 years at Meadowbrook. Congratulations. Julia Ann Wyatt. Julia Ann Wyatt is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her academic excellence, her gift of written expression, her wry sense of humor, and her unwavering loyalty. A budding scientist, Julia's interests extend well beyond the laboratory and nature's classroom. She is also a fearless dancer, an accomplished painter and cartoonist, and a dedicated runner of trails, who has found her voice in her short tenure at Meadowbrook, taking full advantage of all the school has to offer. Congratulations. Kind of fun to stand up here and watch them, and then I always look at the last person in the line to see when they would start smiling like never before. About 5 8th graders previous, the smiles got bigger and longer. What do you think that means, Olivia? Olivia Zong. Olivia Zong is awarded the Meadowbrook M for her joie de vivre, her tremendous academic ability, her courage on stage, and her relentless pursuit of mastery in many fields of interest. A leader in the classroom with her inquisitive nature and insatiable appetite for learning. Olivia can also be heard bubbling through the hallways in English or in French, and has shown in the spotlight as an actor and dancer during her tenure at Meadowbrook. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the class of 2013. Family and guests, please be seated. Until all the graduates have recessed, faculty and staff, I ask that you please rise and form a receiving line